Hey YouTube, it's Zion Prepper here, and I just want to do an update on the H5N1 virus. And I did a couple of videos, almost a series of videos, explaining that scientists intentionally mutated the H5N1 virus to actually become airborne. So basically what they proved, without a shadow of a doubt, is that H5N1 can become airborne. And if it does become airborne, there's a huge concern because it has a 60% kill rate. And airborne means it simply passed from one person to another, so millions and millions of people are going to get this virus, and with a 60% kill rate, it's going to cause a lot of death. Well, the follow-up to that is today Reuters released an article explaining that a Beijing Chinese gentleman, he was 39 years old, died from H5N1. And he was a bus driver, so that suggests he wasn't working around birds, and birds are the primary carrier of H5N1. And he developed symptoms of the H5N1 on December 21st, and he died on December 25th. Now, you don't really die from the H5N1 virus. You die from the symptoms of it or what it causes in the body. And specifically, he died of pneumonia from the H5N1. And once again, they investigated, and it did show he had no direct contact with poultry. So that is something to be alarmed about, definitely. Now, if you recall, I did an article about 10 days ago that Hong Kong, they culled 17,000 chickens, and basically they killed them because they tested positive for the H5N1 virus, which suggests that the H5N1 virus is more prevalent than originally thought. Now, the big concern is that the virus has become extremely active in parts of East Asia, and there's a pretty significant population there. You have Americans who travel there for business. If they're in contact with somebody who has H5N1, they come back to the United States. The virus has now traveled overseas and affected our country. So you can see how easy it is for the H5N1 virus to travel. Now, you got to remember, H5N1 is highly, highly pathogenic, which simply means it's able to cause a disease, it causes the disease or is able to cause a disease. And in 2003, it infected 573 people in the world and killed 336 people. There's where the 60% kill rate is coming from. It's actual data that it's coming from. Now, H5N1 also kills migratory birds, but there are some species that have not contracted it and they've lived. Scientists are looking at that, at why that is. And the thing to note about H5N1 is that it transmits less easily between people, but we're seeing more and more people throughout the world being infected with H5N1 virus and actually causing death. So this is just an update. This is, once again, another one of those things that I think we shouldn't be worried about at this stage, but it's something you need to keep in your mind, and it's something you need to prepare for, whether it's the N95 mask or some other plan you might have. But if this in fact does become airborne, there will be a mass pandemic, especially at a 60% kill rate. We all need to be careful. So Zion Prepper is saying, be careful out there and make sure you're prepared for this. Let's hope and pray nothing ever happens. But if it does, let's be in a position where we can make sure that we're saving lives and protecting our family. Thanks, and Zion Prepper saying thank you very much.